the dust settles beneath the dark dawn of a new age. Across the continent of Roria, word has carried tale of a salvation wrenched from the hands of time and a seemingly inevitable demise, marked by a blackened blight in the sky above for all to see. Nearly 6 years have passed since the Night Scar was torn into existence, and a period of peace seems closer than ever as the roaring flame of war in the West has been smothered to almost an ember. Some would say that the world is quieter now, but there are still threats looming behind the subtle whispers of doomsayers and evildoers alike. As Turasil's own civil war slowly draws to a close, you would find it hard to ignore the heightened struggles of the Commonwealth as a result of burned crops, destroyed homes, and lost sons and daughters. Yet, as you now find yourself in the company of those in Cauldric, you are surprised by the condition of the city and the disposition of its people. Being so nestled in the easternmost mountain range, the Sable Fuel has seen them less scathed by the conflicts wrought upon the rest of the country. Still, it is odd to see so much liveliness here, as many of the citizens stride through the streets with their chins held high. Some would say the world is quieter now. But you know better. Welcome back, everybody. Now that Chad has seen the intro and all of you have seen the intro, we start our adventure in the town of Cauldric, on the northern side of the country of Turasil, a country that's experienced much civil war in the last several years, and as that winds to a close, many of the settlements and towns in that country are suffering. To your surprise, though, Cauldric is seemingly doing quite well. As a matter of fact, perhaps we should take a peek into one of the local shops. As the glimmer and glitz of polished stone refract and sparkle across the silver and gold embellishments of the Black Rock Jewelry Store in Cauldric. According to Flashfire, the Genasi shopkeep, all of these materials and more were pulled straight from the deep, dark earth of the Sable Fuel, just like the shop itself, which happens to be carved out of a rocky cliff near the base of the mountain range. Satisfied with the purchase of a wonderfully clear and vibrant amethyst gemstone, an Earth Genasi takes in the beauty of this place one more time before striding out the door to see what other wonders this place might hold. Sam, why don't you describe who we see exiting the shop?
Kind of like in a TV show where like the door to the shop opens and then it closes and the camera's just on the door and it's like, whoop, and it pans down and there's a little about 4 foot tall Earth Genasi, gray skin, braided black hair, kind of like a not a care in the world smile on his face, and he's got his amethyst in his hand. He's looking at it. He kind of wipes it off. He's really pleased with it. He's kind of happy and starts walking down the road. Doesn't take any care to tuck the amethyst away in a safe place. He's saying good afternoon or morning or night, whatever time of day it is to people.
It's around noon. It's about the middle of the day.
Yeah, just very friendly and just like, how's it going? He might even wave with the amethyst every now and again.
one passerby that kind of moves along the street is just as cheery as you, kind of waves back. How you doing, stranger?
I'm having a good day. How are
Good.
you?
Me too. Just headed into town. I think they've got a bit of a celebration going on, so I'll hopefully see you there.
Is he walking the opposite direction of me?
No, he's walking the
same direction.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. And as he
he's
walks
just walking
further,
faster because
because
he's got
taller.
normal-sized legs.
I'm like, I'll catch up. He's also, Or is his name, is just kind of meandering, bare feet on the ground.
Unbothered.
Just, yeah.
In my lane,
Yeah.
hydrated.
I'll get there when I get there.
Thriving.
Yeah.
And so, as you can tell, the streets are busier than you might expect at this time of day. With the sun so high, many would typically still be hard at work, but you figure that the clear skies are reason enough for people to just enjoy being alive. Taking a big breath of freshly cooled mountain air, you begin to wander further into town, but just a few steps into your wandering, a small human boy runs over and hails you. Will, fill us in on what we see.
Before you is a 10-year-old human boy, tussly blonde hair, kind of short, medium length, crystal clear blue eyes, they almost like glow. They're so bright. And he's very well dressed. He looks like he comes from wealth. So I'll stop, or I'll just stay in front of you and say, "Excuse me, sir."
Oh yeah. What's up,
What
young
was the
lad?
name of the shopkeep?
Flashfire.
Flashfire.
Did you just buy an amethyst from Flashfire?
I sure did.
Can I take a look at it for a second?
Yeah, and he'll let you look at it.
Oh wow! He's ripping you off.
Oh, I think I know my rocks.
Yeah, but this one, I'm afraid to say, I think it's a fake.
That's okay. I just like it for the way that it looks. And he puts his hand back out.
What if I told you I could make it look better?
Like, what do you mean by make it look better? Because if you're gonna clean it, I like the.
Oh no! I won't clean a thing. I promise. I can raise the quality of this rock for absolutely no money at all.
I'm gonna insight check you.
I love this so much.
Oh boy. I don't know if you're gonna.
Pull a fast one over here.
No.
Damn, it was almost a natural 20. 11.
26.
You can tell that I'm not telling you the truth.
I can feel your pulse through the earth.
Yeah.
I feel the little
Human
flutter
lie
of lying
detector.
as I think I'll just take it back. Thanks though.
That's fine.
And he kind of tussles your hair, but you're like maybe taller than him, so he just like.
When he goes to
I
do,
guess you're about the same size.
when he goes to do that, I'd like to use a sleight of hand to swap it out for something
All right.
else. that I have.
Roll perception and roll sleight of hand.
Perception is not as good as insight.
And I'll say actually roll your perception with advantage, just because it is like in plain sight. It is right in front.
Yeah, when he goes to tussle, I'll go for misdirect.
It's 11.
A 19.
Yeah.
All right. So you swapped it out with something?
Yeah.
Okay. Just like another fake amethyst?
Yeah, and I just put the real one in my bag of holding.
That was so short-lived. You're
I totally knew what he was getting into, but he's a trustworthy guy. So he's like, yeah, look at
sure.
it. Take a look at it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, I trust your judgment. But, if you ever do want to raise the quality of that amethyst, I do know a great wizard, and he does it for free to practice. So. My name's Sully, by the way. What's yours?
Or
Or what?
and he holds up the amethyst.
Oh, like clever.
Yeah.
Good parents, I see.
Name myself, actually.
Odd.
I remember the day I birthed myself. As you guys continue your conversation, begin to wave your goodbyes. A small group of people all walking together, kind of carrying on a conversation themselves, like kind of laughing. Again, middle of the day, one of them's actually carrying a small tankard of ale and kind of bumps into one of you. Oh, sorry about that. And then continues walking, chatting with their friends towards the center of town. You guys doing anything else, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go pickpocket the guy with his hands full. I'm gonna try to get whatever he's got in his pockets.
Okay.
Do I see this?
You can make a perception check against sleight of hand
God,
again.
So bad. Oh God! Not only am I rolling bad, but I also just have a plus 3.
12.
5. I don't see it. I don't know.
But I don't know about
So he
the-
doesn't see it. But as you go to pickpocket the guy who's got his hands full, he does feel your hand, grabs it. Watch it, boy.
I fall down at his foot and he's like, "Oh, you've got some dirt on your shoe. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean you up."
Roll deception with disadvantage.
Okay.
First episodes are so fun.
Yes.
We're discovering
Oh
a
my
lot
God.
here.
There we go. Big money, no whammies. 13.
Okay. He kind of just brushes his shoes off against his pant leg. He's like, "They're fine. Leave me alone."
Enjoy the party.
Or he's going to walk over to you and be like, best to keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, I tripped.
He's just going to look at you like,
Tripped.
okay.
As the two of you kind of enjoy each other's company, we're gonna jump over to a different scene. All of you have heard tell that Tursil's civil war has reaped a great cost from its citizens, and you've largely seen that firsthand as well. But here there appears to be some celebration in and around the town square. And in the midst of this, two fresh faces follow the commotion to see what's going on. Morgan and Brett, what do we see as your characters enter the square? What do you look like? I'll let you go first, Brett.
You see a bright creature, very tall, very sturdy, wearing heavy armor. Obviously, this character has been touched by something angelic. In the right light, you can see a halo sometimes circling her head. She walks very proud, and she works very calmly and has a giant smile on her face. She has two wings that are neatly tucked in the back of her armor.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. And why
Intense.
don't you let us know what your character looks like?
You see a 5 foot tall tiefling, red skin, he's long black tail and big curly horns. And you look at him and he's just pissed. He's just pissed.
So there's a duality here,
Yeah,
I'm detecting.
quite a duality.
Yeah.
We didn't plan for this, but it's worked out quite well. He has a scar across his face, got some like tattered clothes. He looks like he's like seen some shit.
Mhm.
But he's only 15, so he's like aged, but he still has like the face of a
Angsty
kid.
teen.
Yeah,
Angsty
an angsty
teen.
teen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys enter the square, you see an assorted, almost festival of different shop fronts that are open air, a musician playing off to the side, people cheering, sharing drinks, and again, just on a normal day.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
Come on, Rexus. These bar fights aren't gonna start themselves.
All right. Are we actually in the bar?
Well, you're in sort of a town square, and all these different shop fronts are just sort of open to the public. Some of them are actual hard and fast stores, buildings. But in particular, if you're looking for alcohol, you do see a sort of a storefront that literally just drops a sort of window down that becomes a countertop, and people are just walking up, ordering drinks from a fairly rotund barkeep.
Yeah, I'll go up to there and just I'd like whatever you have.
Oh, coming right up, miss.
Literally anything, mister.
Mister. Sorry.
That was for you.
Yeah.
'Cause you keep forgetting.
Thanks. I will continue to forget.
That's okay.
He runs over, pours ale into a tankard, slides it down the counter, doesn't
Catches
even look
it.
at you, but he does call out, "That'll be 2 gold pieces."
Great. And he catches it and flips gold, tosses it back, and just smashes the glass on the ground, and then flips an extra gold and walks away.
Okay. The wood splinters all over the ground, and he's like, that was a bit more than a single.
I'll follow behind.
I just smashed the mug on the ground,
Yeah.
but it didn't.
Yeah,
splinter
I'll follow up
It's a
behind.
wooden-
I'll follow up behind
Oh,
and
I
give
smashed it. Yeah.
and do like 5 gold. Like
I gave him an extra.
That'll do.
yeah, and just throw.
Can I get anything for you, friend?
No, I don't drink.
Shame. And he goes back about his business, continues filling drinks for different passerby. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the town square before we jump over? Okay. As you guys are kind of surveying around, you're not nursing your drink. You're just sort of nursing the sort of
burps.
drunkenness the burps that are starting to kind of chortle up a bit.
Yeah, but like as I like burp, it's like smoky.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. There's a flavor there. You'll figure it out.
It's called
It's
spicy.
beer.
It's
It's beer.
spicy.
It's beer flavor.
Drinking micheladas.
Ooh.
Moving back over to our other friends, as you guys continue your conversation, one more passerby walks between the two of you. Say, by chance, are you headed into the city?
Well, I am.
I think you should. You see, I'm helping to put on quite a celebration there, and I'd love to see as many faces as possible.
Oh, we'd be happy to see what you have to put on. That's a great show.
Yeah.
He's so happy.
Yeah.
What do you
Good for you. And he's going to kind of like pat him on the back as high as he can reach on his...
Which is the middle of his back.
Yeah. Be like, that's awesome.
He pats his butt.
I am
Sizing
scanning.
him up.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
I am fleecing this guy.
Channeling your dad into this character
No.
because it's a lot like him.
Intentionally, I guess.
Just
little
happy
bit.
to be alive, man.
10.
10. You can at least tell from his exterior that he is well dressed. He is putting on this event, apparently. So
He's an adult.
yeah, he must be pretty well to do. He looks middle aged, maybe 35, 40.
Do I, with that investigation, do I spy a coin bag? Is it like obvious? Is it hidden?
With the investigation check, you're actually having a hard time placing where he might be storing his valuables. He does have a nice long coat on that sort of flourishes out at the end. You don't see any sacks sort of hanging around his belt loop. So he might be keeping it in a vestment or in another pocket somewhere.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I have it here. I already forgot it. Theoden. Theoden is my name.
Yeah, okay. So whenever we see the festivities, I can tell everyone what your name is.
Well, I think everyone around here is going to know who I am.
Oh. So we're in the presence of...
sorry, I didn't catch your names.
I'm
And
Orr.
and you're not faces I recognize.
And he would remember your name, but me as Sam
Sully.
doesn't. Sully.
Sully.
And this is Sully, and he's gonna grab you and kind of like pull you next to him.
I'm gonna slowly just try to.
Our
that,
names are on screen if you
Is that
need
your
to
dad?
say
Yeah. Or's gonna say no. We met on the street. He was trying to help me out with this purchase that I made. So and we're both in the same direction. We're just walking together.
I see. Well, certainly spend time in the shops here. We have plenty to offer in our fair town. And
Are you the mayor?
I would not necessarily. I am a man of great importance in the city. I carry some amount of influence, but I don't hold such a title.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Well, it's just my father was a mayor. You remind me a lot of him.
Oh, you said he's not your father.
He's not.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I just got nervous.
He wasn't giving me mayor vibes. I was confused.
No, I'm not a mayor. I just kind of am everywhere.
Where was your father a mayor? From where do you hail?
Well, way across the continent. I don't remember the name of it personally.
Nivira is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
A small place called Nivira.
5 years.
Didn't have to wait
Quite
such a
large.
small
This
place to believe that it's small at all.
that sounds like a great conversation. I am headed this way. If you want to follow along, I can show you the shortest route to the town square.
Of course, Your Excellency. We'd be happy to escort you.
Not. Well, I am excellent. Thank you.
I think what he meant to say is, who best to show us around than someone who takes pride in this town?
Right. That is me.
You were all right. That is what I meant.
So without much else said, he begins to escort you all into town. As you move, you notice that there are very few people moving in the opposite direction. Many people are flocking to the center of town. And as you arrive, you see the same sights. You see a bunch of open air shops and stalls, people singing, cheering. You can take part in whatever you might feel you'd like to. What would you guys like to do?
What are the festivities? Is it just like food and drink, or is it like a show kind of thing happening?
It's
or?
food and drink. There is a musician there. And there, again, are like several shops open and people selling various goods.
At some point, Or would probably get some food or drink or both and get his quarterstaff and like prop it up in such a way that he can balance on top of it and watch the musician from like the back while just like drinking a drink or like eating some snacks.
As you watch this musician, you do see that this female bard is got somewhat of an odd instrument. It sort of channels via a pipe down to a sack that they compress with their arm that channels various sounds through a series of other tubes that stick out from the back. You might know these as bagpipes, but they do sound a little bit different. They're sort of a soothing... they almost sound like pan flutes, but a little bit deeper. And so as the merriment continues, and as your friend is now escorted you here, he excuses himself and takes the stage and just sort of puts a hand out for the bard to kind of wrap things up. They begin slowing down their tune, and he clears his throat. My fine fellow people of Coldrick, here we are. Civil war is over, and we remain relatively unscathed. Many of you have done quite well in the recent days, and I'm just happy that we're all doing well. Woo! Thank you. Please enjoy the festivities. From here on, for the rest of the night, the drinks are on me. So, drink to your heart's content, and I'll do the same. The crowd kind of claps. They're not like cheering by any means, but they're like, "Okay, cool. Like, thanks, man." But you get the impression that maybe while he does carry some influence of the city, he's not like the most popular person in the world. As he finishes his speech, most of the crowd does begin to congregate around some of the stalls selling ale, and you guys find yourselves alone, except for two other strangers that are actually sharing a bench with you.
Swinging my feet.
Me too.
Honestly, probably me too. I'm only 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of shorties and dad.
Oh, mom.
Oh, mom, sorry, yeah, I forgot. Mom, yeah.
Oh no. Is there anything you guys would like to do? What do you guys do?
Well, where are you guys from?
Isn't it obvious?
Not really. As I've learned, everybody can be from anywhere. So
He's from hell.
Where am I
that's
from?
not very nice.
Heaven?
Close.
See?
Well, I guess stranger things have happened, but
Sometimes it's okay to judge a book by its cover.
I guess so. What brought you guys here?
I don't know.
Well, we had kind of talked about you guys specifically came here because you heard that, Turacel might need some help. You were looking to
That's right.
redeem yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Hoping
A
with sins.
righteous path brought us here.
None better.
I like this
Post-war stuff.
Huh?
Post-war stuff.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna be all right. He's got a good outlook on life.
I try. It's all thanks to everything that Mother Gaia has given me.
Yes.
It's a little too happy for my taste.
Well, I mean, aren't you with these festivities in this wonderful town?
Stoked.
They did say the drinks were free.
Great. And I would just walk away.
As you guys,
I'm going to get a drink.
Don't mind her.
as you,
This is gonna be so hard.
I love this. Okay.
Here we go. Her, him.
As you walk away from the rest of the group, the music does begin to start back up slowly but surely. It almost sounds like a record that has stopped and is slowly spinning back up.
Are they playing a hurdy-gurdy? Like,
It's basically bagpipes, but yeah.
Nice.
Um,
I don't smash this mug.
you don't smash the mug.
No.
You're just getting a drink for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'll go meet
There are a
back
lot-
up with my
Make
friend.
a Constitution saving.
There are a
throw.
lot of people.
Yeah,
a lot of
somewhere
pockets.
in the ballpark of
150.
100, 150.
Cool. I'm gonna throw up the cloak and just into the shadows away from people, just stealth away,
15.
and start
Okay.
finding the richest people in the crowd.
Yeah. Cool.
What might you be inclined to buy if you were an
Drunk
impulse purchase drunk?
I bought a typewriter.
What would
once.
catch your fancy?
a typewriter.
Yeah.
In the nearby vicinity,
McDonald's.
as far as clothes shops, there is an antique store as well as a bakery,
I might have
Um,
sober.
and there is just a
Talk
random
about
food
Eliza
stall
again.
as well.
Definitely
Sober,
some pastries.
Okay.
Yes.
You
Get it, boy.
you move over to a newer or at least freshly painted Tudor style storefront with a note posted on its green wooden door that says knock to order. As you look inside the windows to see exactly what sort of pastries they might have for sale, you see shelves lined with delicious treats in displays that on the back side have sort of another pane of glass that offers a distorted look into the storefront. And you can see a large shadow moving about.
I knock, but it's almost too hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just one solid.
Boom.
Yeah.
As you do, almost immediately, the shadow rushes over to the door, swings it open, and you see an enormous half-orc who's got quite a menacing figure. He kind of towers over your 5-foot figure. I wouldn't say you're intimidated because, you're pretty stocky yourself. What kind of takes away from this visage is the fact that this half-orc is wearing a blue checkered apron.
I knew you were going to say he was wearing an apron. I love it.
As he opens the top part of the door, it swings open. He says, "What do you want, stranger?"
Your best pastry.
Well, you're gonna need to be more specific.
God. Can't look at you while you're talking like that.
I just point to literally anything in there.
There is, as he kind of points over, a small sign that details several things for sale. It lists doughing panes, glutton for glaze, rainbow sparks, dull blade, and smothered snap.
I'll take a dull blade.
It's a good choice. And he kind of like moves over, shuffles around in one of the display windows, and comes back with a piece of like chocolate bark that really does just kind of look like a blade that wouldn't be able to cut anything. He hands it over.
There'll be a single gold piece.
No problem. And I give him a gold. And I scarf it down. And for the first time, he smiles.
But no one's there to see it.
Yeah.
It's a very like. And then I walk over back to my friend.
Victory tastes good, don't it?
And he slams the door.
Caleb said glutton for glaze.
Glutton for glaze. While this is happening, what are you guys talking about?
So you bought a rock, right?
Yeah. I'm going to take it out. It's like...
I'm not there.
You beast out. Oh yeah, you said you were kind of perusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I will roll. You want me to roll stealth?
Roll stealth first. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't see me at all. It's a 29.
Jesus.
I'm in the wind.
Wait, you pulled the rock out?
Yeah. So
I'm like, oh, that's
like-
a very pretty rock. Good for you.
I also like to think that like now that I have it, I mean, would I notice that it's obviously fake? Because before I probably just put it in my pocket, was like, whatever, give me my rock back.
Make a nature check.
Oh,
Here we go, rock boy.
Yeah.
I
Nick it.
4.
This is a nice rock.
Okay.
You stole his amethyst.
He don't know.
Hey, not everybody has a rock.
Yeah, I just like the
pretty.
way that this one looks. I don't really have much use for money, so I like the way this one looks. I had the money for it, and I bought it.
Hey, you do you.
I do. Thank you. He's gonna put it back in his pocket. He's like, "Did you buy anything in the festivities or in town?"
I try to live a simple life and just do what's right for my fellow person. You know.
I can get behind that.
You know, it's every now and then you just gotta lay down your life for a cause and then realize it's wrong and then change your whole
Yeah.
life.
Wow. Or that's all going right over Or's head. Or is gonna go, yeah. You know, and he's gonna look to see if Scully's listening.
just like a-
and then he's not there, and he goes, oh, well, the kid that was with me, he's a little troubled. He tried to steal something from the mayor of the town.
Who I am
I
seeking
don't- I
out
Almost,
actively
yeah.
right now.
Almost. No, it wasn't the mayor.
already stole from
It wasn't
you.
even the mayor. It was a different person.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
met the mayor. He tried to steal from someone in front of the mayor. Almost got caught, but you know, he seems like a good kid. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on him. But I guess he had other plans.
I guess I didn't do that.
Trying to help my fellow man be a better person. But
While you're stealth, go ahead and roll perception check. You guys can continue. Sorry.
yeah.
You seem to be a really caring father.
I met him about 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
My father.
Searching for Theoden, you do not see him.
Okay. Well, then, next best pockets it is.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Continue to look around. There are plenty of drunken patrons, even by this point, that you'd be able to nip a little gold off of. Not anybody that looks particularly well off, but,
Sure.
you know. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check, and we'll see, depending on how well you do, we'll see how many pockets you're able to pick.
26.
Wow.
All of them.
Roll a D100.
Okay.
Ooh, I got you, fam.
Yeah.
This is literally the way Gygax intended us to play the game.
Oh no.
Oh, it's in the thing?
It rolled in there.
It's 100.
Is it actually 100? Oh my god!
I moved it.
Well, now it doesn't count.
It was 100.
You
Saw it,
managed,
right?
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
Important, yeah.
as you kind of slip your hand in and out of pockets pretty quickly, you actually kind of lose count of how many people you're taking gold from. And at the end of it, you feel that you can't carry anymore and begin counting it out. You've got exactly 100 gold pieces that you've swiped.
In that bag of holding, baby.
Oh yeah, dude. Making money already.
Wow.
And then I
You
will
made
stop
200
after
gold.
I reach like after I've counted. I'll be like, I should slow down, and then I go find the group.
Gotta know when to hold him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Gotta know when to hold
When he gets
it.
back, I'm gonna. We'll be in the middle of a conversation. Won't even notice you getting back, and then the conversation will kind of die, and he'll go, "Oh, you're back. What'd you go do?
What are you talking about?
You were
I'm in here, right here.
no."
Yeah, I was drinking the thing. You see, I come back. I help. I mean, I walked to get a candy apple, but I heard the whole, him, rock. It looks great.
I found chocolate.
Okay.
I
What'd
walked
you
up
get
with,
to
like,
drink?
a chocolate bar. I found
Oh, food.
chocolate.
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 Love chocolate.
Well, this one's mine.
You know what they say about chocolate? Makes you happy.
Yeah. And I just finish it.
This is a good festival, guys.
Is there anywhere I could
Great
arm wrestle?
festival.
I'm sure you could challenge someone to an arm wrestle. There's not like a booth going on, but
Well,
it would be easy enough
sometimes
to.
there's little games.
Mhm.
Are there none of them?
Test the
It's
strength.
less of a festival and more of a open celebration.
Yeah.
We're
Gathering.
drinking
Got it.
because we didn't die.
Got it.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
I won't start a bar fight yet.
Yet.
Start a real fight.
Not yet.
As the conversations begin to wind down, as you enjoy your chocolate and your drinks, the music from the musician begins to change over to a new song. As you listen to it, it sounds as if the song itself is carrying with it the winds of the sable fuel beyond Cauldrick, carrying with it the winds of the mountain. You taste in your mouth the cool mountain air, and suddenly that taste goes a bit sour.
There's blood. In
The bright sky above begins to fade to dark as you all lose consciousness.
Again?
Oh, wow.
You're gonna start another campaign with us losing
Yeah.
consciousness?
It's not the same.
Oh.
As I'm falling down, I'm like, is this part of the show?
I'm gonna be like, it's so peaceful. I could just go to.
Each of you roll a d4 for me.
Oh god.
Spiky boy.
Hours were out.
By the way, Caleb texted me in the middle of that and said, punch the nearest cleric.
Punch the nearest cleric. 2,
1.
1,
3.
well,
Two.
2, and 3. So, or you actually begin to blink your eyes open. It's still daylight outside, and you've fallen backwards, so you're basically staring straight up at the sun, and you're kind of shielding your eyes as you look around. There are a few other people beginning to wake as well, but you begin to gather that the whole of this town square suffered the exact same fate that you did. You look around and you see your 3 new companions also still asleep.
I'm gonna start like I'm gonna go to her first, and I'm gonna shake up the paladin.
What happened?
I don't know. I just he's gonna look around to see if there's anyone else like awake, and be like, "Do you know what time it is? Do you know how many days? What?"
She's gonna see Rex's on the ground and be like, ah! And like jump and just one point of like lay on hands.
Am I up now?
Yeah, I mean,
I want
easily
to
enough.
like wake up out of sleep in a rage. And as that happens, I start like smoking.
Oh, wow, so the smoke's pouring off of you.
Tired of this town.
When that happens, Or gets so startled that he accidentally kicks Sully,
So
who's
now
still on the
Sully's
ground.
up here.
Oh, 5 more minutes.
Trips over him, like stumbling away from the, just yelling awake.
He's sleeping, like holding money. Be like, oh.
It's pouring out of his pockets.
Poor people.
It's not a fake amethyst.
As you all begin to shake awake, you actually hear one of the celebration goers, "What the hell? Where's my money?" And then Sully, you actually look at who it is. It's one of the people that you pickpocketed.
I just casually like looked away from him.
He looks past him.
Yeah. Or's gonna be like, "Oh, were we robbed?" And he's gonna check for his amethyst and his money and make
It's
sure
not
that
there.
they're not there.
Or my
What
dad's
about our
gone, too.
money?
It's not there.
We all got robbed?
Just the money?
Are the bags still there?
The bags. Oh, like the holding.
His bag of
Yeah.
holding.
It's not there.
What about our equipment and stuff, like our weapons? So
Anything
they
that-
couldn't like take that off of us, right?
Anything that you were wearing that did not look like a coin purse, more or less,
Got it.
would have stayed.
Okay.
So I still have my sword.
So my fake amethyst is
You
gone.
do still have
now.
your sword.
And your real one.
That's been going for a little while.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
And all my
So
gold.
you want me to
Inventory
start a fight
0.
I mean, you can.
now? Is there a bench nearby?
Yeah.
I
you were.
smash
yeah,
it.
but-
Okay. You.
You've seen a bag. It's got a face
And
on it.
I'm yelling, "Where's
You
my
haven't seen a
money?"
bag, have you? You haven't seen a bag,
No.
have you? With a face on it?
Mine's gone too.
A bag.
Uh,
You've
Mine's gone too.
Yeah, our
Yeah,
stuff.
I think our stuff was stolen.
I'm smashing things.
Okay. You begin to smash things around, and almost on instinct, their friend Theoden pops up. Oh, please, 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 please. I'm sure we can
Explain
find.
it. Explain yourself.
Listen. Not
Where's-
sure.
Where's my money?
Does he look like he just woke up too?
He does.
Explain.
You can. I mean, you can roll a investigation
Insight.
check or insight. Do insight.
Yeah. On our new friend.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, I'm not that good.
He looks like he was sleeping, but based
Son of a
on
bitch.
what you know of him, it looks like he has intentionally made himself look like he was sleeping.
That's all I need to
Uh,
know. I
to
grab him by the
conti-
throat. Where's
Oh,
my money?
I was gonna look more
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Put the nice man down.
Slowly
I was
just-
gonna try to trip him with my staff and hold it at his neck.
Why should I believe you? Where's your money? I let him go. Where's your money?
It's gone. I don't have any money.
Insight check.
You could pick him up by his feet and shake him.
I could do that. I might. 14.
He appears to be telling the truth.
Show me
Well-
your pockets.
He empties them. There is no money inside.
Well, I'm not happy.
Yeah, we need to find out who
No,
did
no,
this
no.
to everyone.
Look,
Someone-
money isn't everything, okay?
No, but some things
It's
might
a
have,
lot of things.
people worked hard for that. You know, that's
They
not
did.
right to take
You're
that
right.
from other
That's
You're
people.
right. People
That is
did
right.
work hard for that. Or is exactly right.
Rex, the least we could do is help these people.
Or his internal monologue. I'm rubbing off
You
on
know,
it. Sorry, Morgan.
no, I agreed with my friend.
He, Theoden looks at all of you and begins to. Someone took advantage of the goodwill of the people in this town. I could care less about my money. I just want to make sure that these people are taken care. And as he begins to explain this, one of the town's guard actually calls out, "I've got him! He's over here!"
I run to meet him.
Running
I
over
stay
there.
with Theoden.
Okay. As you run over there, you see a guard who's holding up a halfling. Looks to be maybe 20,
Oh,
25.
say his name.
Fucking Belvius.
Say his name.
Say his name.
Y'all don't know him.
It's fucking
He
Belvius.
would be 225 by now, but
I mean, you wouldn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't know him. You wouldn't know his name.
I swear to God. Did you bring Belvius back?
Is this the musician?
No.
Okay.
The musician was looked to be a human woman.
Okay.
He's the only one with any money left, and he's got quite a bit on him. Theoden begins to tell the guard that this person should be taken into custody. Listen, everyone, fine folks of Coldrick. The drinks are still on me if you decide to stay, but I understand if you want to take care of your belongings. We have a lead. Perhaps we can take care of this near the prison. We can maybe follow up. Does anyone would anyone like to to help us figure out what happened?
I'd be happy to
Of
help.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll start with this one, and I want to start questioning him.
Bag with a face on it.
I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Yep.
I also want to ask Theoden something while,
Okay.
while he's doing that.
You got it. So the guard's like, I'm bringing this one back to the jail. You can follow me.
Just 1 second. And I'm gonna bend over upside down and meet his face.
Hello.
So, why'd you steal all this stuff?
I didn't.
Hmm.
I swear.
It seems quite convenient that you're the only one with stuff in your pockets.
still by us?
Theoden is
Walking with us?
By y'all, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I have a
He
question
hasn't
for him.
left.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's nearby.
I'm trying to figure out if he did this.
Let me
Inside
know
check.
if we get everybody like in the same area.
18.
Okay. They appear to be honest,
You got a
but
zone.
there is some evidence against them in terms of the fact that they're the only ones with money left.
Do you happen to have a bag with a face on it?
I don't. A bag with a face on it?
Yes.
No.
Can we hear this?
Yeah, I'd say you guys can hear.
Or
it
would
from
say,
over there.
or rock with a purple rock, not rock with a purple face.
Or a rock. Or a rock
Maybe
with
it
a purple
would look
face.
like that to you.
Yeah, purple rock.
A rock with a purple face.
No. An amethyst? No.
Oh, he's learned.
We'll see you at the jail. And I let the guards take him away.
As the guard kind of walks away with him, you do hear the little creature kind of crying out, I swear I didn't do anything. I was just here to grab a couple drinks. I maybe got a little too drunk. I don't know what happened. I sort of blacked out.
Zave.
Yes.
You know sometimes you do that thing
Yeah.
where you cast it and you make me only be able to tell
Yeah.
the truth.
That's the best.
Do you think that maybe...
You share so much when we do that.
I know. I'm thinking that maybe...
Okay.
But guard, bring him back over here. And I'm
Is,
going to bring him into the
is-
zone.
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus?
Thaddeus?
Theoden.
Theoden.
Around?
I was like, what is it?
I want to call Theoden.
Because I
over.
also wanted to ask. I was going to ask him. Now I noticed the music that person was playing was really soothing. It's kind of the last thing that I remember, and I don't see them. He wouldn't have really looked for him, but
Where did that minstrel go? I hope they weren't involved. That was an expensive contract.
I hope they were indeed.
I'm going to get the guard to bring old boy back over to my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully Theoden is there too. I'm going to say, Zave,
I'm saying,
do your worst.
everybody look at me.
And I'm standing like this.
Deep in my eyes. You too. You, look at me.
I'm looking.
Deep here. Ready? Okay. And I cast.
Or would willingly fail.
Okay.
Me too.
Everybody's got to roll a wisdom save? A charisma saving
Should we
throw.
willingly fail?
Okay.
Yeah.
You can willingly
Okay,
fail.
I'll willingly fail.
I'm not going to will.
I know you
I
wouldn't.
didn't think you would.
Think
I
you might
will
do it
fail.
anyway.
Did you steal today?
Devil failed.
But I will fail.
You don't have to say
No,
anything.
He's just gonna slip
But if
out
you
of the
say it, you
zone.
just can't say false.
What's the save?
17.
They both fail.
Yeah.
Theoden
He's
and
just
this
gonna
person.
slip out of the zone, huh?
So everybody's telling the guard, everybody's telling the truth.
I'm also like eyes darting for anyone trying to leave, like sneak around behind the stage while this is going on. I'm
Make a
just
perception check.
head on a swivel.
So,
Fuck.
little halfling
10.
man,
Mhm.
did you steal everybody's money?
No, I don't think I did.
I think I did.
And she stares at him.
His
I mean-
nose grows.
You think I did?
Can we say that's how your zone of truth works? It makes
Yeah.
their nose grow.
Yeah.
They just can't.
Yeah.
They can skirt around the truth.
Yeah.
I know,
they
I know.
can't
I'm
blatantly.
just joking.
So he's telling the truth.
Theoden, what say you?
Let's say hi.
Did you have anything to do with this?
I didn't steal anything.
It's not quite what we asked.
Why would I have any reason to steal anything?
You did hire the bard.
I had no idea they were going to do this.
Do
Okay,
you think it was
more
a
time.
brother?
One more
I don't
time.
know if you passed.
I had no idea.
Did you have anything
Yeah,
to
no,
do with
I know.
this?
No,
Okay,
of
yeah.
course not.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Great.
So we're just asking questions.
Well, then obviously this halfling didn't do it.
I think we can let the halfling go.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
He's
I
our
am
only lead.
pretty sure I can read people pretty good.
Let's-
Where did you find him, guard?
Zave, let's show him how this works. Ask me what my name is.
What is your name?
That's really your name?
And I like my voice just fades out because I can't lie.
What is your happiest memory?
Probably my 8th birthday. I got a pony that year.
And then
I do want the guard to answer my question of where he found the halfling.
Mm.
He was here asleep on the ground.
You were sleeping? I'm gonna ask the halfling. You were actually out?
Yeah, the first thing I remember is being yanked upside down, and I still had all my stuff. I was the only one.
What's the last thing you remember?
Was
Was it the bard playing the music?
yeah, it was the bard, and my friends and I had gotten a couple drinks.
Hmm.
That was it. That's all I
Where are
know.
your friends?
Over there.
At the rain.
And you look at them, and they're kind of like
I don't know that guy.
kicking the dirt.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who that guy is.
So you just found him on the ground and assumed it was him? You checked him for money first?
He's the only one that's got anything left.
So you were walking around feeling people before you woke them up?
Yeah.
Isn't it
See-
possible that they just missed him? There are a lot of people here.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay,
Do you
where's
think-
this bard?
Do you think you're good at your job?
Listen,
This is too real.
I'm paid to protect shit and I do it. I'm damn good at that.
Yeah. It was very good to find one of the only people who didn't have their
Well, you
money
definitely
stolen.
believe that.
You did do a good job. It's just maybe there's more to it than the person who had their money left is the person who did it, because
So
it
what-
doesn't seem like he has everyone's money. So where would that be?
Again, bag with a face on it.
Why are you so concerned with this bag?
My father gave it to me.
I thought you didn't know your father.
Oh, I know my father.
Hmm.
Knew
Okay.
my father.
I never knew my father.
I never knew my
Obviously.
father.
Ouch.
Damn. Just
Somebody
fired.
said on YouTube your audio is dropping out of the right channel
Oh,
on YouTube. I don't know.
well,
It might be a YouTube thing.
might be a YouTube thing.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It looks all right on my end.
Okay. Well, then just keep going. I asked if it's still cutting out. No one said anything, so I think
Okay.
we're good.
Well, I hope it's okay.
Yeah, let us
We're
know
gonna
if
keep
it's not.
going.
I'm gonna talk heavier in the right channel.
How's this sound?
Sounds like you're Batman.
So where was this? We are putting a lot of heat on this bard, but we don't even know if it was them. But do you know where they were from? Where or how
Uh,
did you come upon them?
I don't. I think they're local. I don't know exactly
get there
where
eventually.
from in town, but I've seen them. I've seen them before. Around,
Around where?
just town. They work here. I've seen them at various events. I think it was I think it was a gala of sorts. I met them, asked them to maybe play some of their tunes here.
Does he look willfully forgetful here, or is this like he actually can't remember?
He's in the zone of truth,
Make an insight check.
isn't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you can
you have to just
you-
tell the truth.
yeah.
Okay.
Your inflections, you could be misleading
Yeah.
as long as you refrain from saying certain things.
They said the audio fixed itself.
27.
Nice.
Niece.
Neat.
Nice and neat.
What'd you roll?
Cool.
27.
He appears to be, truthful.
Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't know exactly where they came from, but he said he definitely feels like he's seen them around.
Well, I personally think that might be our best lead. But that's just me. I don't know what everybody else is thinking.
I would like to, lick my finger and put it up in the air and do a divine sense real quick.
Okay.
60 feet.
And what does it pick up on?
Divine sense picks up.
You also have an advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
60 feet. Any celestial fiend undead
Nice.
in 60 feet. Not behind total cover.
He's glowing like an orb.
Yeah.
You do not pick up on anything
Okay.
outside of yourself.
Well, that's all I have. Wherever y'all want to go, let's go.
Look, no one asked me, but if you're looking for hints, I mean, maybe you can try the slums of this town.
Is this a guard?
I can imagine a few people looking for coin from there.
As good as any.
At the very least, this one's coming with us until we can figure things out.
But he didn't do it.
I'm not convinced.
I told you the spell and that he can only tell the truth. What color are your underwear right now?
Try to lie.
Not wearing any.
I'm not wearing underwear.
Prove it.
I've had enough. I'm out of here.
Just remember.
Also the truth.
Just remember that he might not have done it. We totally understand that you are just doing your job, sir, and we appreciate
He
you.
definitely didn't do it.
I agree, but there is a
I'm
process
gonna
for
look
these
at that
things.
halfling and say,
True.
"I'm gonna bust you out."
ACAB.
Oh, please don't. I'm in a lot of trouble already. And he's like, his head is like kind of bouncing upside down as the guard like walks away with him. Well, if you all are content to pursue this, I do have a prior commitment. I can rejoin you at a later hour to see perhaps what you've discovered.
All right.
What color are your underwear?
Silk and purple.
Ooh,
Tell him the truth.
fancy
You
man.
learn a lot about that from people.
If you need to find me, my house. He begins like kind of to plot out where his estate is located. Please, do tell me what you find. I would be very interested to know who would seek to do such harm to our town after we remained unscathed for so long.
If you want, I can be this is out of character, but I could be the official map keeper because I have in my background an excellent memory for maps and geography.
Cool. Sure.
I'm also good at cartographer tools.
Great, you can be the mapper.
Yeah.
Because
So
of
you-
Earth.
I like it.
Earth.
He gave you some directions, pointed you in the direction of the slums that the guard had mentioned. And yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'm not convinced.
Does it seem weird that the quote unquote mayor of this town seemingly is abandoning what is probably the biggest thing to happen to his town since the Civil War?
Make an insight check, low DC.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah, okay.
It's extremely
know.
weird.
It's one of those you
Truth.
thought
Like-
you thought to ask the question, so it was probably pretty obvious.
So he's like, guys, come on. He told the truth. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
And he also, when giving us directions, said his estate was through the slums.
No, he gave directions
To
to
both.
his estate and to
Yeah,
the
are they?
because
slums.
the-
They're obviously in opposite directions.
the-
so-
Yes.
Yeah.
guard said we should go to the slums.
Yeah.
Clarifying question. From my previous time here over the last few days, would I know where the slums are by now?
Yeah.
Because I'm homeless. So
You'd have a pretty clear
You've been
indication of
pickpocketed.
where not to pickpocket people.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Inclination.
okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We're going.
Of course, my liege. If you have important things to deal with, we will come to you as soon as we have something.
He's
I
like
promise.
halfway down the street. He's like, not a liege.
Your Excellency, we are so glad to see you going to do such important business while we handle what has happened here in the town. Not to worry.
Thank you, fair child.
I start doing like a little skip behind him. Don't worry! He has not abandoned you!
God, Will.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
And then I'm gonna put up the cloak and tail him.
Okay.
And tail him. Oh, where'd he go? The little one, he's gone.
I left,
A note.
yep, saying I'll meet you guys there. At the
Is it on a rock?
It's yeah. it's tied to your amethyst, sitting next to your lap.
So they didn't steal everything, no.
Make a stealth check for me.
Gotcha.
Will's the big bad the entire time. He stole everyone's everything.
So you're tailing him,
con
and,
to get
and you
rid
guys
of.
are going to the slums, or what's happening?
Yeah, I think we're going to
Yeah.
the slums. Morgan, have to be.
Okay.
20 Wayne.
Or is walking faster than he was before, and surprisingly so. You didn't know these little legs could move that fast.
I can carry
50 feet of movement.
because monks are fucking broken.
That's right.
Yeah.
So much more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just like have my wings carry me and flutter a little bit.
Okay. So your stealth check was
21.
21. Okay.
We're out here looking like Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
You follow him pretty well for a period of time. He does eventually get to a neighborhood with quite large estates, quite large houses, and he enters a building that has essentially it looks like two wings, a large garden in the front, and then a gate that is marked by two of the town's guard. Allow him in. You see him walk through the gate and into his home.
Is there can I look around the gate for any structural weaknesses, something I could slip through?
Make an investigation check.
21.
Okay.
Nice.
That was a medicine check. Hold on. Yeah, still a raw 18.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say.
22, yeah.
Okay. So looking around at the wall, it looks like
healthy
it's been
wall.
kept in quite good condition. It would be easy enough to clear the wall, but you do have the two guards to worry about potentially, should they see you. With your stealth roll and with your stealthiness, you feel confident you can get by them.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
I don't incur any half speed from climbing due to my thief background.
22 was your
Yeah.
stealth roll?
Or no, 21 stealth, 22 investigation.
Oh, sorry. Yes. As you climb over the top of the wall, land safely on the other side, you actually begin to like lose balance, stumble backwards, and press yourself against the wall. And thank goodness you do, because as soon as you do, you actually see one of the guards like sort of turn their head and look in that direction. But from that vantage, you know you're like in the shade. You stay completely still.
They can't see me.
And he just sort of turns back around. He almost got a nat 20. Where are you going from there?
I'm going to try to look through any first floor windows first to see if I can see him walking to a certain part of the house.
Okay.
I want to know what he's doing, essentially.
Sure. As you look through one of the windows on the bottom floor, you sort of navigate there. It doesn't look like there are many guards within the estate, just the two on the exterior. You see him walk in and out of one of the rooms. He grabs a pen and paper, sits down at a desk, and begins to scribble away.
How close is he to the window?
Fairly close. Needs
Can I read what's
Not
what's
the window that you're looking in, but there is a window on the opposite side that you can.
Can I try to meander over there or get my way through?
I will have you re-roll your stealth check.
Okay.
At disadvantage because the window is directly in front of him. He's writing here, and
Okay.
the window's there.
Would the elven give me flat here, or does it need to be true disadvantage?
That's true. You do have. Yeah. Let's just say flat. That makes sense.
17.
Okay. As you peer over the window, you're very careful not to move any more than necessary or expose any more of your body than necessary. Make a perception check for me to see if you can see what's being scribbled.
26.
Get the good eyes.
Yeah. I do.
He don't need no
The
glasses.
blue eyes ain't just pretty, Mia.
They have zoom.
What's being written
That's zoom.
Enhance.
is not anything that you understand.
Dance.
Like a language? Or it's just nonsense?
One last check.
Okay.
I will have you make a
Or is he
let's
just
say
bad
let's
at
say
handwriting?
let's say history.
History.
Histoire.
Not as good at that. 10.
Um, Whatever he's writing looks messy. It could be another language, but you're not sure.
Okay. But definitely seems like he's doing it hurriedly.
No, just at a level pace.
Does he seem bothered at all after, or shaken after what's happened?
No, he seems pretty flat-faced.
Okay, I will watch until he finishes just to see where he stows the letter.
Okay.
If he doesn't put it on his person.
As you
If he
continue,
puts it on his person, he's fucking stealing it.
Eventually.
as he continues to watch, as you continue to watch, and,
Oh, that's when you're looking at the letter. You're like, these words don't make any sense. And you look up, it's like, oh, because he's looking at me.
he folds it in thirds, places a wax seal on the top, and then tucks it neatly inside of a pocket in his vestments.
Okay.
Inner pocket.
I will.
He says, "You're coming home with me."
Yeah.
I'll stick around just a little bit to see if he does anything else spooky or like unloads bags or something somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's no like clear indication, if he's just gonna like sit down and do whatever their version of watch TV is, I'm gonna make the slums.
Got it. Okay.
Making my way downtown.
So
In the
we'll
slums.
start with the three of you,
Okay.
moving towards the slums.
Mhm.
Uh,
I'd like to use my amulet to get an extra channel divinity, and then use
All right.
that paladin feature to turn it into the spell slot I just used. So,
nice.
yeah.
Bringing it back. As you survey the streets, not only are the streets somewhat empty compared to where you were, as you would gather most of the time they are, but you would guess that they're probably also just empty because a lot of people were at the town square. However, as you continue to wander, you do see a couple of individuals huddled up near a doorstep, sort of sitting on the ground there, talking amongst themselves. They do glance up at you. One's a human. The other is a tiefling, actually.
Hey,
Hang on, I don't actually.
hey guys.
What do you want?
Were you part of the festivities, or you've been here all day?
No, I don't have time for that shit.
So you
Probably for the
weren't-
best. There was.
Yeah,
Did
so
you-
you weren't pickpocketed.
Did you fall asleep today?
I slept this morning. What's with the questions?
There was. You'll hear about it eventually, but there was a big thing in the square.
Something weird
Everybody
is
was
going
robbed.
on here.
Did you see anybody running through here with a what was it? Oh, you're not
A
there.
bag with a
No,
bag with a face
bag
on
with
it.
a face, and then I turn around for Sully. Sully. Oh, okay.
I just hand you. I just hand you the rock that he wrote the note on.
Back with the face. No.
Or maybe
A purple rock?
A purple rock. Yes.
You said something was stolen,
A lot of
A
stuff
lot
was
of stuff
stolen.
was stolen.
and you're looking here.
Well, the guards are looking over there,
Yeah.
and other people are looking over there, and we're here in town to help,
I'm
so we figured
looking
we'd come
right
look here.
right now, and he's looking over there, and he's looking over here.
I'm actually looking everywhere.
The human chimes in. He stands up. Look, we don't want any trouble.
I don't want any trouble either.
My friend had nothing to do with whatever you're...
No.
Whoa.
We think, to be clear, we think it was the musician who did it, and we know what they look like. We're asking if you saw them run through here.
A musician?
Is to be clear.
bard.
Yes.
No. I haven't seen anyone. But
How about that mayor, huh?
Mayor?
What is he
The fancy
actually-
guy that lives in the house
Theoden,
over there.
He's just a guy who has a lot of money.
Okay. What's your feelings on Theoden? Who I got here?
Rich get richer. Classic story. Nothing to tell there.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? It's terrible how that happens.
Make a persuasion check. I want to see if you piss them off by being like
Too agreeable. Why are you so nice?
That's 11. I'm good
Listen.
at that too.
we don't need your damn support.
Oh,
We don't need
Okay.
handouts. We don't take handouts.
hey,
I'm not handing anything out.
We're just here to make things work.
that is healthy
Just-
boundaries.
Trying to know if we should trust this guy.
I wouldn't trust him.
Me either.
A person with that much wealth accumulated must have gotten it from somewhere. And I know firsthand it is hard to do anything to that capacity without getting your hands dirty.
I understand that.
Such a shame. Well, we thank you for your help. If someone were hiding, where might they be? Do you know, or?
You could check the Crooked Board. It's a little pub here. People like to hang out there, and oops, thanks Siri. I'd imagine if anyone's trying to lay low, that might be where they go.
Well, thank you. We really appreciate all of your help. And it is a good thing that you didn't go to the festivities. They were quite fun, and I'm sad that you missed out, but probably for the best in the long run. And he's gonna just turn and start walking
I'm gonna hang
towards
back
where he
and then
pointed
I'm gonna
him.
apologize and
It's like
say
hang.
Yeah.
nauseating.
What's that?
Hang back and just say, I'm sorry, he's nauseating. They're so nice here.
They are nice here.
I find it refreshing, but I'm not so quick to trust people that don't look like us.
And I just like silently nod off.
I love people like you.
Don't hear this.
Oh my god.
People like us? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
They point you in the general direction
Oh,
of where you
great.
need to head.
Mhm.
At this point, Sully, I would say you kind of rejoin up with the group.
Yeah, as they're walking up, I'll just kind of like catch
Appear.
up. Well, that went poorly.
Where have you been?
Oh, up at the old man's house.
Did you learn anything?
Well, he seemed rather important that he go home and write a letter. So,
Did
don't
he-
know really what that means, but I saw where he stashed it. So when we see him again, I'll steal it and read it.
What?
What?
I
Oh.
like him.
So there went my question of, did you see what was on it? If you need any help,
I can't read what he wrote because.
if you need any help, let me know.
Yeah, sure, I'd love that. Yeah.
I can hold him down.
If we need that, I'll ask for it.
Hey,
Great.
Hey guys, we
Hi.
don't need all this.
No, you're
I
right.
like this.
If he's the one who did
You're
it,
right.
we need to find out. And he did seem pretty apt at dodging questions in the zone.
He was very quick to get out of there.
Was good at the zone.
I had to ask him a few questions about the bard for him to actually answer the question. He was buying time, at least in my opinion, to try and
So
find
where
the right
is this
words.
bard?
That is the question.
Well,
We think maybe over here.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna keep on walking.
In no time at all, you guys do arrive at the Crooked Board. Aptly named, it is a shoddy wooden shack But you can hear a little bit of ruckus going on inside as well as...
Is there any singing?
There is no singing that you can hear. As you swing the door open, the ruckus sort of dies down. It quiets a bit.
What was the ruckus like? Like, was it like just people talking, or like being rowdy and having a good time?
It was a mixture. Make a investigation check.
So when we rolled that D4 earlier.
19.
So that's for how many hours we were going to be out.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
You hear amongst the group of people, some people talking at normal volume. One person laughing loudly. Another person in the corner that is kind of grumbling over, their woes. Speaking to the barkeep, and of course you hear the barkeep. Yeah. Yep. I know how it is. But as you walk in, all that sort of dies down. They all look at you. Barkeep motions.
I'm straight to the bar, but I'm going to use my blind sight to try to get like a read of people within 10 feet of me as I'm walking past them.
Okay.
Like if anyone kind of reminds me of the bard or anyone who was at the festival that maybe I had brushed by, anyone that just kind of like looks familiar, but it's blind sight, so I don't know exactly how that would work.
Yeah, that's a good use of it. That makes a lot of sense. As you're wandering through, you don't recognize anybody that was at the festivities, but you do, as you approach the bar, catch eye of the barkeep and recognize him as the same person that was manning the little open bar at the stall.
Okay. I'm going to hop up to the bar and be like, that was crazy what happened at the festival. Hey, get out of there. There's too much going on. Did not want to be there anymore.
Yeah, me too. It's good to see you again.
And I.
Temporary stall hauled in a little bit of gold, but pissed
Were
all
you-
that away now.
Yeah, were you pickpocketed too?
Yeah.
Is there
I
a
have my
performer
I thought you were
or
winking
somebody
at the barkeep.
performing?
No.
Is
You
there
think-
an open mic?
You think I've got the kind of money for that?
Oh no, I'm actually just like in general. Like, is there like anybody performing? Like,
You don't see anyone.
or is
no.
like, is there a stage?
There's no stage, but there is like an open area in the floor between tables.
Okay, I think I'll make my way over there,
Okay.
and then like I'm gonna pull out like a book,
Okay.
and like you see it, and
Written word.
it's more like a nursery rhyme.
Okay.
All right, like a
Oh, no.
like a the very very hungry caterpillar.
Is this something I would have seen you do?
Oh
before?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's
I'm
just
gonna
to calm
nudge-
everybody down.
I'm gonna nudge
like-
or and be like.
So she'll get over there and literally
He's
get
gonna
on a
swivel
chair.
in his little chair.
Yeah,
And,
I turn
like,
around to you, I'm like sitting on a bar stool,
and,
but I
like,
can't
get
see
everybody's
like above the
attention,
bar.
like start
Either.
reading
Tenure,
the
yeah.
very very hungry caterpillar or the very very hungry kobold.
This one's my favorite.
If you give a
Make a
goblin a muffin.
performance check.
Give a goblin a muffin.
Make a performance check with disadvantage because you are catering to a crowd that
Yeah.
would probably not be
Yeah,
into
no.
this.
I'm leaning
And
on the
and it's I'm trying to soothe the crowd. I know it's a rough crowd, and I'm just trying to soothe them over. Oh, cool.
Damn it.
Is that a nat 20?
Yeah.
One was, but the other one's still 19.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Pretty good at that.
As you start, a few of the patrons are kind of moaning or groaning. Oh, what's this then? And then you get
Get
going.
them into it. I'm like, yeah.
You kind of stop and pay particular attention to the hecklers, and you're like, but you see, this kobold only had 2 teeth, and then you like start to get them more involved in the story, and by the halfway point, I mean like just a couple minutes in, one of them is actively like watching your lips move and is you have their full undivided attention.
He's like, the kobold ate
Yeah.
how much? There's no way he was that hungry.
Rexus is like on the floor sitting in an Indian style, like.
Yeah, and then I get to the
this
very,
one's
I
his
get to the very
favorite.
end. This could be my whole thing I do in here. I get to the very end and it'll be like, and then the kobold came out of his cocoon and was a beautiful dragon.
Oh, my favorite part! And I
Or it's
smash
like
something.
that was That was, I didn't believe you, but that was really good.
Yeah.
That was, and he's.
I want to smash something.
One of
feel like I
the
learned something
patrons,
today.
rather burly Goliath, looks at one of his other friends. Do kobolds really do that?
Yeah, they do.
Wow, that's gonna be a lot of dragons then. And the friend he's talking to kind of nudges him. They don't do that. But there were a lot of kobolds.
Yeah. We just got raided by them.
Whoa!
Yeah.
A raid.
Yeah, raid.
Thanks, thanks, Jude. Good to see you, man.
Huh.
Make yourself comfortable.
How was
We're starting a new campaign, baby.
Welcome.
Did anyone sneak out during, or would have been distracted more towards the end? But like as the story was kind of picking up, was anybody like attempting to sneak out of the bar?
Make a perception check.
Are you just gonna be clean?
That's a not good
19.
face. Oh,
No, I
that
just
is
couldn't.
a good
I couldn't
face.
find perception.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to add to it.
Nobody leaves. Everyone is captivated by the story that Zave is telling.
I told you
However,
guys. I told you guys it was a good story.
you do hear
No issue.
several people at the table sort of carrying over the same conversation that was begun by the Goliath and his friend. You hear them in not hushed voices, but lower tone voices kind of talking amongst themselves. What fat lot of good those fucking kobolds did. Came through town, purchased everything from the rich people. They didn't bother with the slums. Really wish I could have seen a bit of that gold. What?
When did the kobolds come through? And he's gonna whip around to that table.
Just a few days ago, I think. They had left.
They didn't stay for the festivities.
No, in large part, the festivities were because of them. Their patronage saw many of our local stores, inns, filled to the brim with a heck of a payday.
Kobolds know how to spend money.
Kobolds with money. That's a success story, I would say.
Yeah. Listen, we were as surprised as anyone. Like I said, we didn't see a damn bit of it, but
I speak common.
well enough.
And you didn't kill them on sight.
No,
I would have.
why would we? They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, they were coming in to buy stuff. It's sad they didn't come to spend time in any of this other part of the town. It's the part of the whole town, but
Which way did
they
they
weren't
go?
hurting anybody.
Beats me. They left town. Like I said, I wasn't very invested, other than the fact that they were carrying a large amount of gold.
What's the mayor's name again?
Theoden.
Theoden.
Not the mayor.
I know. That's
Just
why
the
I
rich
asked the
guy.
mayor, so Alex knew who I was talking about.
Yeah, we know.
He's becoming the mayor the more
yeah.
we say it. We're gonna manifest this shit. Like,
We're his
Vote.
campaign managers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to vote the next campaign.
yeah, when I come back.
How do you? Theoden mentioned. He mentioned where he met the bard. It was like I'm blanking on the name of it. Like not a party, but like a
gala.
A gala. Yeah, there you go.
Gala.
When
Oh.
was the gala
Yeah, that was a fancy.
that you guys had recently? Theoden had mentioned it to us. Was that also when the kobolds were in town?
Several of them kind of look a bit confused. One of them chimes in from across the room. Hell, if I should know.
I don't think those are the gala types.
We're not the gala attending folk.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was another. Theoden seemed really inclusive with this festival. I didn't know if any of you knew about a big party happening.
If there was any big party, it might have happened in the capital of this country, Ashendale. But again, I'd not have caught word of it.
Do you guys know of anybody who might have worked at the gala, like a traveling musician or?
A bard, perhaps. Thanks, Siri.
Wow, it asked your question for you.
Did it actually?
Yeah.
No, we keep to ourselves here. I mean, what's with all the questions?
You guys know what happened in the
We were
town.
robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's missing a bag with a
With a
face
face.
on
Have
it.
you seen it?
The guy who was kind of grumbling to the barkeep at the edge of the bar, swilling a drink, sort of looks over. Well, if you're looking to recoup, they're fucking just throwing the gold to randos over there in the rich part of town.
Really?
Yeah.
Which part specifically?
I have a feeling he's about to disappear again. Yeah.
Theoden, your friend, likes to hire people off the payroll of the town guard for some reason. He's been doing it lately, and
Really?
never hires the same people twice. Maybe he's trying to spread the money around so none of us get as well off as him.
Have you worked for him yourself?
Yeah.
What
Didn't pay, though. I fell asleep.
Was this at the...
What kind of work were you hired for?
It's easy work. Just sitting outside, making sure nobody gets in.
Gets in where?
His estate.
Awesome. I think that maybe that is the information we were seeking. You have helped us without even knowing it. I think we have a lead.
What's it worth to you?
Well, as soon as we get our money back, you'll know.
Well, see, you didn't do that correctly, sir.
You gave up the information.
You gave up the information before we gave you the money.
Silly Dio.
So
I take it back.
No
All right,
tootsies,
well,
backsies.
we didn't hear anything.
You have my love and respect, and she gives him a hug. Like,
Get the fuck off of me.
You want to arm wrestle?
personal space, personal space.
You want to
I
arm wrestle
understand.
instead?
No, I want another drink.
Barkeep, another one on him. And then he's going to turn around and walk out.
Cool. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, before you realize what he said.
You okay?
arch of my foot is cramped.
Well, as we're sort of cramping up here, we're about halfway through. So let's pick this back up after a little break.
Yes.
We'll take a 10-minute break and be back very shortly. You guys make yourself comfortable. Take a little bio break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
So aggression will
some
not
snacks.
stand.
Nice.
Hey.
Good
Hey.
transition.
Welcome back, friends. We were waiting for the song to like
It was just for
crescendo
us.
and then
Yeah.
die
That
out.
was for us, yeah.
Really gets you in the mood. So our adventurers have discovered a bit of information in the slums, and Sully has tailed their new friend Theoden back home, where he wrote a letter, stuffed it in a pocket, and apparently has been paying unsavory individuals to guard his house, as opposed to using the town's guard that would probably be in his back pocket, you'd imagine.
He's shady.
So, with this newfound information, as you leave the crooked board, what would you all like to do?
I can show you where he lives.
He did tell us to meet him there when we were done here, and I feel like we're done.
Do we have any information for him?
Bart is not here.
I guess that's good as any.
Guess alternatively, we think it's him.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think that's information he would want to hear.
He didn't lie though.
But he also didn't tell us everything.
Something doesn't sit right with me.
Okay. I trust your judgment.
Thanks.
My sword is thirsty.
Glug, glug.
We were.
Glug, glug, glug.
There
Gotta
is
get that
some
fucking bat
Oh,
back.
that gotcha. Not water. I thought it was weird that your sword might want
Yeah.
some water.
I knew you could get there, buddy.
Yeah, so I'll lead the way.
Okay. As you guys have been exploring the city, the day has grown near its end, but the sun is not quite yet set. So there's still light upon the streets as people still move about, though a bit less chipper than they were earlier. some of them a bit lighter in the coin purse, if you will. Eventually, you do make it to Theoden's estate, where there are 2 guards stationed outside of the front gate leading to a small garden and a large entryway sided by 2 wings of an enormous home.
Is like the gate shut, or is it like open? They're just
The
standing
gates
in
are
front of
shut
it?
and they're standing on either side of them.
I was gonna walk in and just be like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Just walk past them if they're shut.
The gate's shut and there's 2 guards?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll walk up front and I'll be like, "Hell, well met, friends.
What business you got here?
We're here to see the mayor."
Theoden.
Theoden.
We're here to see Theoden.
He told us to meet him here after
He
our
said he was the
investigation.
mayor, right?
Theoden's not the mayor. Let's get that straight.
Who is the mayor?
There is no mayor.
Oh,
Great.
okay.
Cool. Well, awesome. We're here to see Theoden.
Okay.
He
He's
would know
expecting
us.
us.
Yeah, he's expecting us.
He did tell us to meet him here after
Yeah.
we were done with our investigations of what happened in the town square.
We were told not to let anyone in, and we were paid a lot.
Great. Let's
make sure that
go
didn't
get him. And we can settle this.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 15.
I'll stay here. You go talk to Theoden. and see
I
if,
can go with him.
No, I think it'd be best if you stayed here.
Great. Oh, wait. I can thaumaturgy.
Wait.
Is that
I was
okay with
gonna
you?
I could just call him from here.
Wait, what's going on?
One of the guards is going to get.
Just go talk to
Theoden.
Theoden and see if he's expecting visitors. Yeah, I'll be right back.
We
Sully,
we could all go if it makes it easier
What?
for
I think
everybody.
you dropped. I think I dropped something over there. Can you go?
Oh,
grab
yeah.
it for me?
I will.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I don't remember if it was stolen or not. Do you mind?
Yeah,
Sam?
I can. You know what?
Do you wanna arm
I
wrestle?
have your
Thank
back.
you.
And I'll
Not
go.
particularly. No.
I'll
Thanks,
go back
though.
over the
I'll
side
arm
of the
wrestle
wall
myself.
again, around the corner.
I will arm
Okay,
wrestle you.
Roll a new stealth check for me.
All right.
Yeah, I will arm wrestle.
We're
you.
arm wrestling.
Yes. If you must.
Strength. Straight roll.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Oh, I have my mod. 13.
29.
God damn it. So,
14.
you clear.
Just barely.
This is okay. Hang on. This is gonna be.
Oh no, I let you win.
Okay.
I had you, and then I was like,
You clear
got
the
me.
wall, and you see this this guard
definitely on
walking
that
towards
way.
the door. Knocks on the door. You see Theoden answer. You're hiding in one of the shrubs in the garden, and you see Theoden. Ah, yes. Yeah. And then the guard walks back towards the gate. Theoden says he is expecting me. You can let him in.
I will wait for them to get through the. I can just kind of sidle up to them. In the
I'm like, he said he was expecting you guys. You're trying to fucking sneak in there. Oh god.
Well, my thought was if you saw him write the note, I didn't know if he was going to be like, "Oh yes," and then tuck the note somewhere, and then
I
let
didn't see
us
that,
in.
right?
You did not see that. Although you only saw him in the doorway and he walked back inside.
Is he wearing the same vestments, or
He
is
is
he in
wearing
like
the
comfy
exact same
clothes?
vestments.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in his loungewear.
Business on top, party on the bottom.
The same guard that came back now escorts you to this enormous mansion. Opens the door and allows you all in. Theoden should be with you shortly. I'll be out front if he needs me for anything. I guess just let him know. Sorry to have been a bother. And he leaves you alone.
Thank you, good Sir Knight.
He leaves you in sort of he leaves you in sort of an antechamber in this enormous home, a foyer, if you will. I would like all of you to make perception checks here. As often when you're left alone in a waiting room, there is nothing else to do but look around.
Same.
Could I take?
Also,
Come on, Dave.
Could I take passive?
No, 8.
No,
I got an
okay,
8.
I need to active. That's not.
We don't see shit. Well, he might.
I rolled a performance instead. Hold on. I fat fingered the button.
It's not the
22.
same.
No.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Nice.
So,
Makes sense.
so looking around, the home is quite large, and you see some details that you couldn't quite see from the window earlier when you were peering in. A lot of the lavish nature that you'd expect to be found within a noble's home, from your background, is absent. Many of the belongings in here are relatively mundane. Much of the furniture is stripped of any embellishments. Even the candlesticks are replaced with cheap cast iron sort of metal, as opposed to the lavish gold that you might expect. But shortly, as you continue to observe this, Theoden walks in the room. My friends, hello. Please tell me you've discovered something. There are a lot of angry people, and I'm afraid their anger is being directed in my direction. Does that make sense? Directed direction. Please tell me you found something.
We
Make a
did.
deep bow. My liege.
That's not necessary. I'm not a liege. Just a bit leisurely.
Interesting guards you had there. I noticed they weren't quite dressed like the one that we met in the town square.
Yes, you might think it odd, but I like to think myself a bit of a philanthropist, giving a bit of my wealth to the underprivileged of the community. They really only need an opportunity to turn things around. I do believe that.
I want to insight that.
Okay.
I just believe that's the best.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems to be honest in this rate.
Just beaming at this.
That's very kind of you, and I might do a little bit better to express that. We were down there, not many of them felt too kindly of those with wealth, namely the wealthiest.
I hate to assume, but many of the downtrodden will find problems in just about any part of their life. Things can be miserable there, and I understand that sometimes that could cause a misdirection and anger. But not unlike what happened earlier today. Please tell me you found something.
Yeah, the funny thing is, the bard wasn't there. And seems like nobody in the slums knew anything about this. And as you said,
That's terrible news.
all of the fingers are pointing back to you.
You think I...
My lord, we would never.
Not on purpose. We
bow again.
we really need to know where and how you got in contact with this bard, as it's really our only lead at this point.
Also, have you thought about political office? Our polling shows that
A lot of people are thinking you're the mayor, so might as well.
Might as well do it. It's a bit fuzzy. I attend a lot of functions. I think they were at one. It was some time ago, but I just remember them playing with such eloquence. I knew I had to have them in my back pocket.
And what's the capital again?
Ashendale.
Was this in Ashendale?
I have not been there in some time. The war would see me stationed here, as it is dangerous on the roads.
Are you an officer?
No. But someone such as I, that carries great wealth and influence, should be made safe and not leave that safety. I have a lot to lose.
Yeah. Was this your family's home?
It was, yes. I grew up here as a boy. It's aged quite well. I'd like to keep up the homeliness of
And
my home.
the house bears sentimental value to you?
Well, not everything here, but the house itself does have some sentimental value, of course. Plus, its location, it's prime. What is it they say in real estate? You want the worst house on the best street?
I wouldn't know.
Do they say that?
I don't know. I'm just a boy.
Two homeless people.
Sounds like a good saying.
Yeah, there was a billboard somewhere. I saw.
There's nothing in here of like that screams I'm a rich person. No, like
aside from like the size of the house.
portraits.
Aside from the clothing that he is wearing, no.
So
your perception.
I have a question. Why do you need all these guards when there doesn't seem to be a lot to lose here?
I am here. I myself am a very important individual.
What makes you so important?
I
He's the mayor.
Yeah, his future in politics.
I carry a lot of influence. I do have wealth, though I don't spend it here in my abode. And I like to think that I have a positive impact on the people that live in the city.
Where were you again whenever everybody went to sleep?
I had other business to attend to.
Which would be...
I didn't want to bring it up, but I owed someone a little bit of money. I was running a bit of gold to a last-minute payment I need to make.
So you weren't there, and you hadn't just woken up, and you didn't get stolen.
Well, I thought we'd established that.
And you
We
also...
We did. He told us that he hadn't
Yeah.
just woken up.
And
Not
you-
that he...
But he
When did he
also,
tell us that?
in the middle of your own
his
celebration, thought to leave to go pay the debt?
Well, I'd given my speech. People were having a great time,
You
and
picked him up
I
by the
thought
throat.
I thought it'd be a great time to take care of this. Well, without prostrating myself in front of the crowds of people that believe I am so wealthy that I can do it all.
I thought when I picked him up by the throat, he showed me his pockets were empty.
They were.
Yeah, but it was also because we found out that he was like faked being sleepy. And
Mm.
then so you were like... And then he wasn't here whenever things went down. Like he just...
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I take it you haven't found anything.
We haven't found anything.
I gotta say, it doesn't look good for you though.
I mean,
You had a debt to pay, and now most of the town's out of a lot of money.
It was for the celebration. I was paying some of the cooks.
Doesn't really matter what it was for.
Insight check. Nat 20.
Seems to be truthful.
Well, might you give us a tour of this lovely estate, my lord?
Sure. If that would ease your minds, I would love to show you around my family home. Follow me. He begins to show you around, brings you into a very large kitchen that looks like it would normally be staffed by many cooks. No cooks present. Takes you into the study where you saw him writing the letter. Upstairs, shows you several bedrooms, and then chamber rooms that lead to the outside as they do in the before toilet times. Eventually leads you back downstairs to show you a very lavish open living room with a sunken in center portion. This is where I like to entertain when I have people over. Haven't made much use of it since the war. Not many others from the surrounding cities are willing to travel, as I am not either. I've mostly been restricted here and resigned to that couch over there. And you see there's a
sunken in part.
Yeah, there's a sunken in part.
So where was this gala then that you met the bard at? If it wasn't in the capital, and it wasn't here...
As I say, it was some time ago.
Insight check.
Might we think a bit better over a spot of tea?
17.
Yeah.
Can I make some tea for everyone? I saw it in the kitchen. Would you
Sure.
like a cup?
Knock yourself out.
And I'm very sorry, Theoden. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. That's why I'm being very open about it not looking good for you, because I want to trust you. I really do. I believe in you, and
I should
you were
hope
so
so.
kind when we
I've
first met.
Been as helpful as I can.
Yes, I'm just trying to help clear your name.
Once again, appears honest.
So I'm gonna make tea.
Okay.
However long that takes.
Yeah.
I'll help. I'm gonna go in there with him. And as we're making tea, I'm gonna whisper,
I have a plan.
yeah, I feel
I have a plan too.
I'm ready. I'm ready to knock him down.
Not yet.
Okay.
I need to try a couple of things first. But if I say the word raspberry, go for it.
Great.
I love imagining like a little kid saying all this.
As he's pouring the tea, if I say raspberry,
I'm standing on a stool like next to you.
he's holding you at the counter.
Thank you. I couldn't reach.
It's a little kid leading a slightly older kid. Like,
Yeah.
this is what we're gonna do.
So, I have to ask, what brought you here? What brought you to our city? The two of you.
I was just traveling around. I saw a bunch of people coming in. They said there was a festival. I wanted to come. Heard you guys had a pretty neat rock shop. Bought an amethyst. So sadly, it was stolen. Had fun at the festivities, though. You were right. They were really fun.
Well, I wish things had gone better. I do. I'm very sorry that you've had a poor experience here.
I didn't say that.
Oh. Well, good. I'm glad that your experience wasn't so poor. And what about you, ma'am? You carry a great amount of importance and well, armor.
Well, we all carry our things with us. Some of us have very questionable pasts. And we're just trying to do better, okay? We're just trying to do better every day,
She's a big woman.
okay?
You're making tea.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You should hear his story or her story about the kobold.
Well, I have plenty.
The kobold. You say?
Yes.
Did you meet someone on your way in?
Yeah.
I wonder if perhaps it was the massive migration we experienced in town. Truth be told, this celebration was really sort of a joint venture. It was a bit of my money and a bit of their money, though really they were just purchasing supplies throughout town. Lots of extra little mouths to feed.
What kind of supplies were they purchasing?
The usual rations, trinkets. They seemed genuinely affectionate about just about anything. What?
Discuss it after the fact.
He just fucking stared at me. Oh god, I don't know what you're thinking, but
I'm probably wrong, but anyway.
What are you thinking?
Oh, this is a me thinking. This is not an Or thinking. Or would have no clue.
or without.
Yeah, look, I mean, people have done bad things, and it's okay. And if you want to talk about it, I'm here.
I'm sure I've done some bad things in my life, but I've
Like
I've
what?
tried to do better.
I'm not here. Damn it. I'm making tea.
I
Like what? Say it. Get it out. You got to talk about it. The things that you want to say, you got to get it out.
I squandered my family wealth trying to do better in this city instead of elevating myself to a station where I could have possibly done anything.
I got an insight to it.
That's very honorable. I would not say that you squandered it.
But 12? Yeah, 12.
I think the people in the city might say otherwise, but
I think they're far less.
Tea is
seems
ready.
honest.
I think they're far less hateful towards you because you share and you don't hole up in this house of yours and lord over them.
Then I will continue to do so. Thank you. Oh, your outlook is very refreshing.
I've been told.
I think we're done making tea.
Oh yes, the tea.
The tea!
Tea for my
Tea
friends.
ready!
He.
I start. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
I start handing them out one by one. For you, and you,
Oh, I know what's
and
happening.
you,
Thank you.
and then I will pretend to trip and spill tea in his lap.
Oh my god.
My silken.
Oh, and I'll start to clean it up with like a rag. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go for the letter.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
Funny, no whammy.
As he's doing that, I would like to thaumaturgy. Nope, wait. As he does that, I'm going to thaumaturgy and make a door behind us, like slam shut or something to try to distract him. Does he get advantage?
Or
First, I'm gonna have. Does thaumaturge have verbal or somatic components?
This is verbal.
I'm gonna have you make a sleight of hand check to see if you can sort of mumble that under your breath.
Hiya.
Can I just disguise it as
Open.
me being like, oh no, like,
That's
That's
a very
what the-
specific incantation.
okay. I don't know what to add to it, but that's an 18 straight.
Well, sleight of hand is.
Oh, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
22.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that. I will give you advantage on yours.
sick. Thanks, Mo.
That was a very roundabout way of doing it, but I.
27.
Jesus.
Went from 12 to 27.
Yeah, you nimbly pull the letter out, stuff it in a back pocket. As
Let me get that cleaned up. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I've got more clothes. This is I was wearing my nicest
Let me
outfit,
have
but
it.
it's fine.
Yeah,
my little kid hands,
That's
you know.
okay. I take it and I finish. I finish.
Sally, don't be
pouring
so
the
hard on
tea.
yourself. It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I finish pouring the tea and hand it to him.
Thank you.
We all
he
make
kind of
mistakes.
is trembling a little bit.
Yeah.
Takes a sip. Right as rain.
Good. Well.
Sully, would you like to come with me to pick up the tea, and we'll go put the tea.
I'll
in
bring
the
the
back?
tray back.
Yeah. Let's go.
Or hasn't even taken a sip yet. You just take it out of his
No, I'm
hand.
not taking it.
He's like, oh.
I'm not taking my cup. Okay. As we go into the kitchen, I want to.
I'm getting
I
Big
wanna try to
Dave
read it.
vibes from Orr.
And then put it back in his pocket.
Like from Thor.
Oh.
I'm Dave.
Yeah.
No,
Or
no,
what
no.
is it, Dave?
Korg.
Korg.
Korg, yeah.
That's
Can we
what it
just
is.
copy
Can we copy it?
Yeah. Put it back in his pocket.
I don't think we can read it.
Let me.
Well,
try.
yeah. He might.
What is it?
I don't know if we should do this right now.
Just
What if we
let
just
me-
come back later?
Dude, just let me have a peek at it. Just a quick peek. Peek. Can I
And I
read
put it back.
It's sealed.
Sealed.
It
yeah.
is
Very
wax sealed.
I want to fold it like this and just peek. See if I could read the letters.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay. Looks like scribbledygook to you.
I don't think I'm
It's
the
not
one.
Dwarvish, is it?
It is not.
I don't think I'm the one.
Okay.
Okay, great.
I'm gonna put it back now.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Put it back now, y'all.
And we're back.
Well, a nice kitchen you have. I'm surprised you don't have anyone on staff.
Well, the city has done well enough, but
Do you want to hire me? Haha.
my resources have dwindled as of late with the war, and
Understandable.
I felt like the city could be supported by other means rather than just paying cooks on my staff. So,
It's very honorable.
Of course, though, something to consider. Some people just are cooks, and they need jobs too.
fair enough. Perhaps I made the wrong decision there as well.
Don't be so
But-
hard on yourself, Theoden. And we do apologize, but there's really no leads you can give us on the bard or anyone else you may have hired that you haven't seen since the festival.
Didn't have a name, the company or the troop.
The bard's name.
Any receipts?
Moriana was the family name, I think. Which I found interesting because there's a Moriana family here in town.
Where?
But I don't know where they live. I just know they are here. They
Are they of wealth?
Reasonably so. They live within their means. I think,
Is this a goose chase he's sending us on?
make an insight check.
21.
He seems genuinely unable to recall certain bits of this information.
Okay. Like there are specific holes in it to where it feels like it might have been altered?
What was your insight check?
21.
Yeah, the infrequency here leads you to believe that
It could be
this is
magical.
not just him being forgetful.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see.
Well, have you all finished your tea? I do have a bit of
Yes,
work
of
to get back
course.
to.
Right.
I'll see you out,
Thank you.
at the very least. He's, he sees the four of you to the door. Opens it, ushers you out. Please, if you hear anything else,
You'll be
find
the
me.
first to know.
And I'll do the same if your bag with a face on it turns up, or your pretty shiny rock. You will be the first to know of it. You've done the city and me a great service, even by getting this far. I'm sure we'll make use of some of the information you've gathered.
Mayor, your hospitality knows no end. Thank you. We will return.
Is he always like this?
Met him today.
Just met him.
You're very welcome, humble child. Be on your way now and be well.
I'm skipping away.
He closes the door behind you, and as you set out from his estate, night has fallen in Cauldrick.
So none of us believe him, right?
Actually,
I think I do believe him. I think he genuinely
he's-
doesn't remember.
I think it's more than that. I think he was made not to remember.
Let's read that letter.
I think he's a fall guy. Because he's being as honest as he can, but he also was the only one who wasn't asleep. Which immediately shifts all the blame to him. Just a thought.
So you did get the letter?
Whoosh. I also pulled this out of his pocket. I can't read it. I don't
Can
know.
I?
Is it written in Celestial?
Yeah, is there in Celestial?
It is not.
Yeah.
No.
It is sealed.
Is it, if I peek in, is it written in giant, gnomish, or goblin?
Shit.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah.
And it's not infernal?
Nope.
You told me that would be a good
Does anyone know a scholar, a wizard?
I'm gonna... How far away from the gate?
Not far.
I'm gonna hand it back to you, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna say, sirs, sorry, 2 questions for you.
What now?
Do you know where it was the Moriana?
Moriana.
Do you know where the Moriana family lives?
The Moriana family.
Have you even ever heard of
No.
Right.
I mean, it's a big town. I'm sure they're somewhere here.
Sure. I think, okay.
Okay. Second, do you know of a library or bookstore anywhere around here?
Make a persuasion check.
Did you just catch that guy in a lie again?
Maybe.
Persuasion?
Because he lied about the Morianas.
15.
Not so much a library, but the lady that runs the antique shop in the town square, she's pretty knowledgeable on old things. She's got a lot of books in there. Maybe that's a good place to go.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you. And
If I had money, I'd tip you.
Anything to get you out of my hair. All right.
booking it to that place.
Okay.
I will dash as an action too, because I know it's late and she might be closing soon. Like to get there before she closes, even.
Fair enough. It takes you around like 10 minutes to get to the town square, where it takes the rest of the group maybe about 20. But it's a good thing you dashed, as the shop is just beginning to. You see a figure within the window blowing out lanterns and candles. As you get to the door, you open it, a bell chimes, and you see, silhouetted by the last candle lit, a fairly old woman, fairy actually, with the wings of a moth, who looks back at you. Oh, you startled me, child. What can I help you with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sorry. I was trying to get here quick because I knew you might be closing soon. And then he realizes he didn't keep the letter. So he's like, my friends are on their way. I was wondering, though, if you had any books of languages?
Oh, dear me, you're an adult.
Yes. Yes, I am.
You're my size.
Yeah.
I like this. Sure, I've got plenty of books. Anything in particular you're looking for, dear?
Any languages that are pertaining to not, and I'm going to list all the ones that we know.
Ooh, let's see.
Just gotta keep her talking.
I believe there was.
We may not want to show her the letter with the crest of the of this guy on it.
I don't have any books particularly pertaining to language, but I do recall perhaps some information on the town being in sort of a history of Caldric. I've got the book here somewhere. I believe it was passed on to me as a bit of a decoration of sorts.
You mind if I read through it real quick?
Well, I'm sorry, that's not really the way that shops work here. You'd have to buy the book.
And you see, all my money was stolen from me in what happened in the town square. And this is helping me to try to figure out who did it, so I can get it back.
As this conversation is going, the other three of you arrive.
Oh, how do you go so fast?
Oh, it's a busy night.
Oh my god.
Well,
Yes, hello.
what can I help you with?
Same thing you're helping him with.
Oh, you're all together.
Yeah.
These are my friends.
And I suppose you don't have any money either.
I mean, I
No,
could do.
but we could trade you a juicy bit of information.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Or I can lift one really heavy object for you.
22.
What sort of information? Gossip?
More than gossip.
Hearsay.
Correspondence. From a very wealthy family. Possibly in connection to what's happened to them. If you can translate it, I may even let you keep it.
I do like my crosswords.
Mrs. Eugenie Mothfire.
Yeah. I have in my notes. Sounds like Miss Doubtfire.
Oh, deity.
For the book, I think it'd be an able trade.
With the translation?
You see, we need more so to know what's on the paper.
Yeah, so if
In the
you
letter.
just translate it, we actually
We
don't
don't
need
want
the
the
book.
Oh, I get to keep my stock then. I like the way it sits in the window. I could try. Let's see what I can do.
Also, before you get too deep into that, do you happen to know where the family lives? 'Cause
Moriana.
I have already forgotten.
Oh, yes, I believe they had a young girl here in town some time ago. Where were they from? I believe Eugene was his name. I think just a few blocks east of here, actually. I don't know the exact home, but I know I do remember they used to play here in the square often growing up.
How long ago?
Oh, that would have been 9-10 years ago.
Well, let's go pay them a visit.
After the letter.
Yeah.
By all means.
I'll try to.
Or at least crack the seal so that it doesn't
Okay.
look like a complete.
Make a sleight of hand check.
I'm trying to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Okay. The seal does release the letter, but some of the parchment comes up with it a bit, like the paper tears just a touch, and the seal itself is curled around the edges. But you might be able to get it to re-stick with.
I'm trying to just take it off so she doesn't see it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you successfully do that,
Great. And I'll
but you
keep
can
it.
tell there was a seal there.
That's fine. I just don't want her to see the.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she looks it over. Ooh,
Can you
this
read it?
I can't, but give me a moment. Feel
Do
free to
you
look
know
around
what
the
it
store.
is?
I don't, but I might have some books in the back that I can use to
She's got magic.
help translate.
Okay, while you go back there and look, do you mind if I take another look at the letter? Because before we were quick to just open it, I might know some of the words. It might match
It's yours.
some of the other languages
do
I
it-
know.
Do with it what you will.
I just didn't want her to take it while she was going to get books in
Mhm.
the back. I didn't want to
Make
out of the
make
back
an
with it.
investigation check.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
This is a magical letter. Isn't it?
I'm so bad at
The letter
these.
explodes. No, just kidding.
9.
You definitely still can't read it. And it does look like scribbled to you. But
Where's our wizard when we need
you
him?
begin to see that while it's not exact, there appears to be a pattern in the scribble.
Like, pattern, like, sentences repeating itself, like, I must not tell lies kind of dealio.
Hard to tell exactly.
This is a coded message.
Okay. I'm going to be like,
Oh.
does this look like to anyone else that it's
Saying the same thing.
kind of, yeah.
I know. I mean, I don't know the language, but
Is it a coded
would
message?
it
Yeah, does it kind of look like
structurally? Does it look like a pattern in Thieves' Cant?
No.
Okay.
You would know
Does
that
it look
right
like
out.
it would be like common that could have been coded with other
Like
things?
the letters
Like you
recognizable?
don't even recognize letters specifically. So
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Oh, these are just like symbols.
Is
It
it
looks like symbols, but they're kind of like scribbled. They don't look like they
Coherent.
flow very well.
Is there like a format of like a normal letter would be, right? That I don't know
Yes,
if it's the
like
same.
it's
Like it's like
indented
2, comma, someone's name, and then like God.
No, there
all
is
that,
no
and then
to
from,
or sincerely like section. It is like indented
Paragraph.
and then blocked all the way through.
So like one
need-
paragraph
We
essentially.
need our
basically.
wizard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spell magic on this letter. Wizzy boy.
Or like cast tongues if he has it or
Yeah.
something. Although tongues I think is just speaking. It's not
They
reading.
have an eldritch.
If we hold it upside
we
down,
need
does it look
everything.
any different?
I'm gonna turn it around and hold it up to the light. And look through the back.
None of us have any
I
magic.
can tell
The
you.
paper catches fire.
I can tell you before you get it too close. He just wrote it with a pen. Will.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if he like
A
somehow
magical quill.
knew to write it like backwards and mirrored, so that when you turn it and look through the back,
Oh.
like it's right. That's why.
Help us, save us.
We'll
Floop
have
is
to
an
wait for
admin.
her. I guess.
Well, while I'm back there, feel free to look around the shop, see what you see, and maybe we can sweeten the deal a bit. We'll see if I can make a sale off you yet.
Does she find nays?
Blood
back
from a
there?
turnip, I'm afraid.
Huh?
Does she find nays back there?
No. She moves to the back of the shop, still within earshot and still within view of all of you. But she places it over a glass counter where she has some things, pulls out a magnifying glass and begins looking. You can see her wrestling through some old tomes that are mostly, from what you can tell, don't appear to be like language guides or anything like that, but more like historical books.
I'm, while she's doing that, perusing the shop for expensive rarities, first edition books.
Are you stealing stuff?
No. Maybe.
You find, roll a D4 for me.
D4. One.
You find a metal dragon insignia, sort of a brooch that is made out of black metal.
Black metal. She's back in the room with us.
She is in the room with you.
Wow! What is this?
Oh yes, that I've had that for some time now. Someone dropped it off. Apparently, a family heirloom. Didn't know what metal it was, though. I can't imagine it's worth a whole lot. But anyone with an affinity for the power of dragons might appreciate this as a gift, perhaps.
Did they say which family?
Was some time ago. I don't know. It was someone here in town, if I remember right.
Fascinating. I'll put it back.
Okay.
Does it look like something that we might have found at Theoden's house?
Make a insight check.
Actually, before I put it down, I'll investigate it for, or look for any. Is it notched in any way? Does it look like it fits into something? Maybe, possibly.
Investigation.
16.
You have no reason to suspect that it would have belonged there specifically.
Okay.
21.
21.
Wow.
It is not notched. It doesn't look like it's a key to anything. But the way that it's crafted, it does look, like it held some significance at some time. Wouldn't have been purely decorative.
Got it. I'll put it back for now.
Okay.
For now. As soon as I have my bag with a face, I come back for it.
As you continue to look around, you actually find some old junk. Crystal doorknob, a set of old leather boots that have been repolished and tread. And as you walk by a section of the room with like various portraits and paintings, you see a blank picture frame. And as you walk by, suddenly the frame is it has mirrored you, but frozen in time.
It's like a camera?
Sort of.
A camera mirror.
It's like a selfie wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think my friend might have broken your mirror. And I'm gonna poke it.
Oh, that's an interesting trinket. I've had it for some time. I like to look in it daily, but I did forget to today. It will remember a sight for a period of time.
Oh,
That one would be hard for me to let go, but I would part with it for either a trade or
A trade?
a trade.
I got this quarterstaff. No.
Oh, now this is interesting. Have you noticed this letter?
Keep saying the same thing.
It keeps saying the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
That's neat.
And the writing is a bit wishy-washy. The handwriting's not so great, but it's got some similarities to this this passage here about a gate. Something about the power of dragons. Look here, this dot, and she shows you it's kind of similar. Not the same words, but the
length,
the semantics of it
yeah.
look similar. I think this might be draconic. Sadly, I don't read it, and I don't have anything to.
You wouldn't happen to know anyone in town who does.
Hmm.
Dragonborn common in these lands.
Common enough. I'm
The
sure
mayor
you can
does.
find one in time.
Mayor is.
I personally don't know of anyone, but there were a bunch of kobolds that came in through the other day. Perhaps one or two are lingering.
Where might they be?
Yeah. Any idea where they stay?
I wouldn't have the first idea. They were spending a lot of money when they came through. Perhaps they've all left. But if not, maybe they're apt to spend more of that money. I checked the inns here. I wouldn't imagine they'd be stayed camped out. Not with all the money they spent.
Did they buy anything
Bit
from you?
odd, isn't it?
Oh, they bought a great deal. I peddle in trinkets. There used to be about a dozen of those crystal doorknobs there. Don't know what they'd use them for, but
Neither do they, I suspect.
they certainly liked them.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, right? Bunch of kobolds spending a load of money.
It was a bit, but you know, I've learned in my age not to question these things.
It's bad for business, I am sure.
And you know, I've seen stranger creatures, and she kind of flutters her moth wings a little
Yeah.
bit. So then, I believe I've helped you some. What bit of juicy gossip have you got for me?
Well, the
Something
gossip,
about a gate.
the gossip is in that letter. That is the gossip.
Oh, then,
That letter came from someone very important.
The mayor.
we don't have a mayor.
No,
Yeah.
you don't.
Did he lie to us?
Not
He
yet.
never said
Did
it.
he lie to us?
Not yet, you don't.
So here's the thing. The person that wrote this letter parades themselves like a normal, wealthy person of society, yet they're writing letters in Draconic. Who are these letters for?
I don't know.
And how do they know Draconic?
Perhaps
That
to a
is your
Dragonborn
piece of
friend?
gossip.
Ah.
Well, I've given you a half answer, and you've given me one as well.
Yes.
I assume we're even then. Sorry, that was my stomach.
Their stomach
really?
is full.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought it was something in the music.
No. I had French press today.
Oh.
Messed me up.
Oh, wow, that was loud.
There's a lot of gumbo.
Yeah. Well, I'm about to close up shop
Oh,
then.
sorry. Yes, of course.
You planning to purchase anything else? Or
We don't have any money.
oh, right,
Turn out my pockets.
of course.
Yes, I'm really sorry we couldn't pay you for your time, but you have been so helpful.
Well, if
Just
you
flash a big smile.
come into any money later, I'd love to.
You'll be the first place we spend.
You
it.
remind me of my nan.
Oh my god.
So
I do.
sweet she was.
Oh,
Oh,
you are such a
dearie.
sweet thing,
What was your nan's name?
Matilda.
Matilda, of the Moriana family.
How'd you know?
Perhaps you'd like to leave with a little treat then.
Yeah, I think so.
It hands you like a wrapped caramel.
A Werther's original.
Hell yeah.
A Mother's original.
Mother's original.
You're very welcome. Well then, I'll see you off, and I'll close up the shop. But do enjoy your stay in our town, and I do hope you get your money back, whether you spend it here or not. That was wrong what they did, whatever they did, whoever they were, was very wrong of them.
Those dragons.
I do it like my mama. She always shook her finger like this. To the side.
At the wrist.
Yeah.
At the wrist. The
Yeah.
whole thing. She never did this. It was always-
She ushers you out the door, closes it behind you.
I'm gonna try to sneak the
The dragon.
brooch as I leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
That tracks.
Make a sleight of hand.
I didn't think you were gonna leave here empty-handed.
Got a rogue in the party.
15.
Oh god.
You're lingering behind, and she's ushering everyone else out the door. You begin to grab it, but you move just a bit too quickly. It slips out of your fingers, and it begins to fall. You bobble it in your hands, and as she turns to usher you out the door, you catch it, stuff it in your pocket, and shove the caramel in your mouth.
I sure do love sweets.
Oh god.
She ushers you out.
Oh, then you were caught there.
She rolled a 14, so.
I thought you got it. Oh my god.
Eventually, those sticky hands will catch up with you, but not this day. Yeah.
Now he just has sticky fingers from caramel.
Yeah. All the better to steal stuff with.
Yeah.
So you now find yourself back in the town square where it all began earlier today, but now with a letter in hand and a fancy dragon brooch.
And nowhere to sleep.
What would you like to do?
No magic.
I give it a flip. I
Stole that.
found this.
Maybe
Did you?
maybe sit with it and see if it tells you something overnight.
What? A dragon?
It might. You never know.
I think it told us everything we needed to know.
What's that?
She said the power of dragons at least twice.
Yeah.
In reference to this item and to this letter.
Okay.
I think Theoden's a dragon.
That is very astute of you.
Oh, yeah.
Dragons
I
like their
missed
wealth.
that.
Dragons like their wealth, though.
Which is why it was odd that all the kobolds wanted to spend the gold, unless it wasn't
They're
their
paying
gold.
tribute to him.
It was his gold.
Mm.
He
Yes.
squandered his wealth trying to make the town better. Vis-a-vis, he hired a bunch of kobolds to spend his own money in town.
And Will figured it out.
I don't see why that wouldn't be true.
Best lead we've got.
Yeah, it makes sense.
We should definitely confirm with the kobolds. Maybe at the end, maybe we can
Yeah, we need to find out who stayed behind.
sleep in the stables.
We need to find us a mage.
There might be one at the end.
Perhaps.
Go ahead.
Freeze frame, and then the Pokemon narrator goes, and off they went. No.
Yeah, I think we'll just have to find somewhere to set up camp tonight. Maybe back in the
Yeah, do you guys
slums?
got anywhere to stay? I
No.
don't have that.
I usually just kind of sleep wherever.
We can.
Can
we
you do you sleep underground?
We might be able to
Sometimes,
strike
I
a
guess,
deal.
if I find a cave.
We
But
might be able to strike a deal, and we have that pretty brooch we could trade now.
I think we might need it for something.
Yeah. Well, we always just find it again.
I could tell a
Oh,
story.
I could trade it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Should we try the hotel?
in
And
Sure.
Are the
Look
kobolds still dead?
they
the
said that
kobolds still
if
at
they
the
were, they would be at the end.
Got
That's
it.
kind of the lead we got.
Potentially, yeah. So is that where you guys are headed?
It's too late to go knocking on
I think
people's
so.
doors to find out where
We
those
could.
people live.
Okay, before we go in to the inn,
Mhm.
we need a game plan
Okay.
in case we encounter these kobolds.
great.
This
I'll
is
smash them.
interesting.
Well, no. That again, raspberry. Wait for raspberry.
Got it.
I think dragon kin keep to their own, and they're not going to out someone who could possibly be a dragon. So, if we use this little brooch to our advantage, maybe we can create some draconic magic for to convince these kobolds to work with us.
I can make sense.
Perfect.
Yep.
Do you know any draconic words? Sounds like draconic to me.
Okay. As you guys make your way in the direction of the inn, as was pointed out, you find a relatively out-of-place building called the Red Haven. It is a Tudor-style building that has been painted mostly red, which does not appear to work very well. But the actual accommodations look fairly nice, and there are a decent amount of people that appear to be staying there. As you enter, there is a middle-aged human behind the counter, as well as a couple of other people who are just sort of settling in at a table, maybe enjoying a dinner before they head off to bed.
Any of them look koboldy.
Neither of them sitting at the tables are kobold.
There's no one in here that's kobold.
No kobolds.
dragon kid?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Like Dragonborn or anything.
As
Is he a lizard?
as you are surveying the room, there is a figure that stumbles in behind you, a dragonborn, in very nice attire with a hood, actually shoves past you. He's like, now I have to stay in this ramshackle establishment. Ugh. Lugs a bit of luggage behind him, places it on the counter, and begins shoveling out a bit of gold from his coin purse to the innkeep.
Does that have a face on it?
Wait,
Does
what?
the bag have a face on it?
No, it does not. The bag have a face. I was like, yes,
We're
the
about to
Dragonborn
switch
has a
this
face on it.
narrative. Do you think?
He could
Yes.
decipher the letter for us.
Yes.
Yes, but,
Yeah.
but I don't think we can trust them.
We don't need to trust him. We just need information.
We just need him to tell us what this says. Plus, he hasn't done anything to make me mistrust him.
I mean, I guess I could always just kill him.
Well, you know you're right. What if... Well, we could kill him.
Then he wouldn't be able to read the letter, though.
But
Kill him after that.
what if we just copied one of the repeating lines on a square bit of parchment so that he doesn't...
What I said earlier.
Let me try.
I'm a child. I get right.
And I'm going to try to do it
Somehow I don't
Like,
think you're actually a child.
with thinking of it as like rivers instead of letters, with like cartographer's tools to try to like copy one of the lines
Actually,
on a different piece of paper.
And be like, oh, actually, I do speak
Are you
Draconic.
proficient with cartography?
I
stuff?
can forge
Okay.
documents and personal letters as a charlatan.
This is true.
As
Never
long as
mind.
I have seen an example of the kind of document or the handwriting I'm trying to copy.
Okay. Yeah. You both in
worry.
consort.
You're actually right.
I take out my cartographer's tools and set it up, and you go, "Thank you," and you take the pen and paper and you write
You
it out. And I'm like,
you two
"Oh."
succeed, no problem.
So, are you just copying one sentence?
I'm going to copy as much of it until it starts to repeat.
Okay.
Gotcha. It's not very much up to that point, but there's the Dragonborn is finally finishing like paying off his room. Then enjoy your stay, sir. And then the Dragonborn wouldn't have to stay if still had my funds. Suppose your crappy little town is gonna repay me.
You were robbed too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just about everyone here was.
Not everyone, but
Join the club.
yeah. Say,
Did
you
you have a note left on your body as well?
A note.
Yeah.
No. Did you have a note?
Yeah. You.
Have you given this to the authorities?
Do you
Yes,
think
but
that
they
you
can't-
can
they can't
read
read
it?
it.
They
Can
can't
you-
read it.
Do you think you can?
I hand him over the parchment.
What kind of joke is this?
I don't know. Honestly. I can't read it. What does it say?
Help.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's a long way of saying
Get out of here so I can get some sleep.
Wait.
It's a public place.
Give him the rest.
It's a public place.
We're in a bar.
Okay, so now we have established that you do know this language that we do not know. So maybe
It's my mother tongue.
Yes.
Oh, it's Draconic.
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, that's a coincidence.
Could you maybe read this one? Because this one was left on my body. And I,
The letter.
the actual letter.
You're wasting my time.
If I could read it, I wouldn't have to be here.
I think it just says help
Why
a lot.
would anyone read a letter repeeping help?
That's
on
all
your
it
body?
says. That's all it says. Are you serious? Insight check.
Help. Like, why would he write that?
Would anyone else want to
He's-
insight check him?
Asking
He's
for help.
trapped in his.
I got a 6.
I'm pretty sure he's charmed,
Oh.
and he's
6? I mean, seems honest. He has no reason to lie to you.
Cool. Well, so sorry to disturb you. I hope you have a great night of sleep.
That's the part that I don't get either.
Or maybe bewitched to only write
I hope this goes
He knows, but they didn't know that he knows.
towards finding
That's what's
my
up with
lost
the way he
funds.
can-
It should.
Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Hope you find the help you need. He like storms off upstairs, and you hear him
was
shout
quite
like as he
rude.
goes around the corner.
Yes.
God knows I won't.
Do you think that I should handle that?
No, you know what? He got robbed today. He's just pissed off that he doesn't have any money.
He starts like puffing up, like ready to
Like
rage.
Popeye?
Like ready to rage.
Wait for the code word.
Like that.
Code word.
And as you all are left in this inn, with now some inkling as to what could be going on in this town, the rose-colored sheen that it carried with it as you entered has all but faded with the sunlight. You end your night penniless, but not without a clue. And that is where we will end our session. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us as we start our new campaign. Got a little ways to go. Some more surprises around the bend. We've got the introductions out of the way, and it's only downhill from here. So if you're interested in checking out more episodes of this campaign or some of our other content here on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you hit the follow button. It's free after all. And with all that said, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye.
Bye! As I navigate to the end screen that I can't use.
How many times did it say it on the letter?